Yes and no. Yes and no questions, please.
The crowd, did that give you guys a boost there in that quick start?
Yeah, it definitely did. Our fans are the best. We appreciate their support, being behind us. You know, it's been a great combination all year long. You know, we felt like we've had that home court advantage certainly at Hilton. We felt like we had it in Kansas City. We feel like we have it again here. So credit to our fans and the energy they bring.
After last season, how big was it to get in Greensboro? How big was it to get off to the start that you guys did?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much last season really has to do with this season at this point. I think our guys are playing their best basketball. We're playing for one another. So I'd look more at how we played last weekend and say we just need to keep playing that way. Our guys have done a great job doing that, sharing the basketball, playing for one another. And so offensively, things are going well for us, even when maybe defensively we could be a little better.
6 of your first 19 points came from Hassan Ward's dunks. What was the key in getting him out in transition off the live ball turnovers and him playing above the rim?
Well, our guards really look for him, and he's got great energy and a motor, and he can go get that basketball almost at 12 feet, which no one else can get to. So it's been a weapon for our offense, paid off well for us. In Kansas City, certainly gave us a huge spark there early today, something we'll continue to lean into.
Does Ward and Momcilovic give you guys something that maybe nobody else on the team can? Like when those guys are both at that level, how much better can you be?
Yeah, well, Milan's such a tough matchup at 6'9" as a guard position. There's not a whole lot guys can do. I mean, you know, he can shoot over you, can get to his spots, and he's such a weapon, and he's being so aggressive, and his teammates are looking for him, which is great. And then again with Hassan, I mean, it's just you can't recreate someone with his fast twitch athleticism, his motor, and his desire to go get the basketball well above the rim.
How much of a point of emphasis was ball movement during the week after the loss at K-State heading into conference tournament?
Yeah, it was, I mean, obviously a huge emphasis. I think we can all see the progress our guys made, the unity they have on offense with 5 guys being involved. Felt like when we were at K-State, the ball stuck. We over-dribbled it. You know, we weren't all together, and that's where we put our emphasis, and guys have done a good job staying the course with it.
They've been able to do that now for 4 straight games. Is that as impressive as making your first 9 shots and being able to do it now over the course of a week plus?
Yeah, it's important to keep your focus because it's not going to be easy. You're playing a lot of different defensive schemes and things that people are doing to try to disrupt that. You know, whether it's a team like tonight where they try to plug on some guys and jam up the paint, or whether it's some of the pressure we play against with a team like Houston, it's just important that our guys score off our defense, or we have the mental fortitude to play later, longer possessions. Everybody's involved, everybody's touching the ball.
What's that moment like in the handshake line after the game with Hendo?
Yeah, I mean, he's one of my best friends. It's not a fun spot when you draw one of your best friends in a game, and especially so many people with that program that are dear friends of mine, been great to me. So I just want them to know how much they should have, you know, what a great season they should celebrate, and heck of a job they did, you know, winning 8 in a row to get to this point. Like, they should all feel really good about a huge accomplishment.
Keyshawn said one of the things that can be easy to lose sight of is this game is supposed to be fun when you're grinding, there's pressure. How much is it? You can't manufacture that, but clearly what you guys have done throughout the year has brought this team together and that type of feeling. How would you describe that quality this team is? Yeah,
I think it's their character, the time they invest in one another. They have fun doing the hard work together because you've got to do that work. We're not a team that gets to this point in the year and stops practicing or changes what we do. We continue to do it. Certainly there's got to be the element where they're enjoying it, where they have a smile on their face, but it's hard work, and we're going to be the team that really tries to play harder and outwork our opponents, and you're going to have to do that hard work every single day if you want it to show up for you in the toughest moments on the night of the game.
What does the next 24 hours look like for you and your staff?
Yeah, I mean, obviously right now the staff's, you know, scouting and doing what we can to figure out who we play and what we need to do to be successful. As far as that's concerned, you know, we'll obviously have that outcome here in a couple hours, and then we'll start digging into what things we need to do to be successful. We'll watch film with the guys at breakfast tomorrow and start our preparation.
Do you feel okay about the injuries at the end of the game?
I do. I don't know all the specifics, but I know our guys are really mentally tough, and I'm sure you get to this point in the year and there's going to be things that don't feel great with Taman or with Hassan, but those guys, Hassan, you know, his ankle was bothering him in Kansas City, started to really play great. Taman, we've seen him play through some things, so we'll do what we can to make sure they get all the treatment possible. Vic Miller and our medical staff do an unbelievable job, but we don't anticipate anything getting in the way of those guys playing and playing well.
How much did you emphasize keeping them the offensive class in the second half? Because I think they had 6 and 4 stuff. It kind of helped them hang around, but it seemed like you guys did a lot better on that in the second half.
Yeah, we ended up cross-matched a lot. We switch off the basketball some, and so now we had some challenging matchups. I felt like they were more aggressive at times in those possessions. We weren't doing the job dictating with the ball pressure. Some of that was guard on big or big on a guard and some of those things. But it was what we talked about at half is how much we've got to do a great job of rebounding now with 5 guys.